Okay, welcome everyone. You guys know I don't stream a whole lot on the weekends, but here's the deal. Here's what we're going to be doing today, all right? This is for the guys that work Monday through Friday, or gals that work Monday through Friday, and they can't get in on these runs during the week that I do for you guys. So if you have been part of the runs during the week, I ask you to please give those people that have not been able to run the opportunity. Good morning. So again, this is for the people. Good morning, Big Rig. This is for the people that work through the week and they can't get online to play and have me carry them through to get some Mythic. So that's what this is about today. If you've already ran with me and you jump in, I'm probably not going to accept your invitation until I first give the opportunity to these people that have not been able to be part of this. So with that being said, if you want to get in here, really what you have to do is go on top of me or however you want to do it, and you're going to be able to, I can't do it to myself, but you're going to be able to do this. He's probably in a group already. You're going to be able to say invite or join party, however you want to do it. There we go. So that's exactly how we want to do it. We're actually going to start off at Darrell this morning. And like I said, I ask that you give people the opportunity that have not had the opportunity to do this during the week. Give them the opportunity to do it now, because they work all week. They don't get a chance to come in here and do this with me. So I want to give them an opportunity to grab gear just like I do with you. So here we go. Again, you want to come in, you want to request to join party, especially if you're a guy that has not been able to get in on these Monday through Friday. That's what today is for. Today is for you guys that can't get in here Monday through Friday.
Is someone there?
I need more time.
I'll just clear this whole thing while I'm waiting. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so he's going to be fairly easy with just two of us. It's not going to be too tough. Again, if you guys want to get in on these runs, especially if you're a guy that works Monday through Friday and you can't get in on during the week, that's what today is for. It's for you guys that, or girls, that cannot get in on during the week runs. I'm actually amazed he made it to this phase. He looked like he was dead to me, but whatever. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to run back to town every second time at least. Sometimes even 2 trips. Here we go.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a moment.
There was a weird delay in there for me. That was kind of strange. Huh.
I must wait a moment. My bags are full.
Okay, I'm full. Again, guys, this is for you people that you cannot get in on these runs Monday through Friday. This is for you to get the opportunity to get in on the weekend run so you can at least try to get some mythic gear. Oh. It's Saturday, so viewership is, I noticed, it's way down. So that might be a reason too why it's we got so much room in the group at this point, but that's okay. I mean, I don't care. I don't need anything. This is for you guys. Zane is taking good advantage of it. And I hope he's gonna get some stuff. Alright, he's gonna go under. Gotta go back. You haven't done well. This isn't the new season. I mean, this is season 5. Jeremy, the season 6, the new season starts in like what, October 8th, which is like what, a little more than a week, I think. But this is season 5. I like it. I did not like it when I tested it with the PTR, but they did some good changes. I like it. I'm glad I did it. I do got room. I do. I absolutely do have room. You can come in for sure. All right. Here we, oh, I got summoned like an idiot. Duh. There we go. That was a little better. It helps if I don't watch the chat screen too much. If I start watching chat a lot, then yeah, I get distracted, and the next thing you know, we're trying to kill him for quite a bit. Star, I do have room. Yes, Star. I don't know what else to call your name, so I apologize if that's not how I should be saying it, but asterisk star, I don't know what it is. There we go. It's already going way smoother now. Alright. Okay, well, I'm hoping that you're getting something in here. I haven't seen anything drop on my end. I don't need anything, but sometimes Drell takes a little bit, he's like a wind-up toy. Sometimes, other times he'll drop very first run. But like, I think right now we're kind of winding him up. Not yet. Okay, so we haven't got anything yet. All right. Well, hopefully it's going to happen here shortly. Yesterday, he dropped on the very first 3 runs. I was like, holy cow, girls, starting off hot. We're going to go to a few areas today because it's good to jump around and test each boss a little bit. If there's a specific boss that you need to go run, Big Rig, let me know, because I guarantee you I have the mats. I guarantee you I do. So, I mean, if there is a specific boss that you need specific drops, tell me and we will go there instead, because it's got to be worthwhile for you. Because for me, I don't need any of this stuff, nothing. So you can see, I don't even look at it. I just blindly break it.
I can break that down.
You let me know if there is a place, a special boss that you need to go do. I do still have room, AA. I know that you've only been in this group once before, so yeah, you can. This group, the weekend runs are primarily for guys that work Monday through Friday, so it's very tough. Sock, it's possible to join. Yes, you just have to. Here, I don't know if you already have, but you have to request friend from this. Let me put it over here for you guys. And this is for the guys that primarily work the weekend and they cannot do my daily runs that I do. So yeah, that's what this is for. That's exactly what this is for. So now you want to do a request. There you go. Request to join party. Well, there was a problem that says on your end, you may have to relog. I've seen it do that before, or maybe it won't let you do it because we started the boss fight. Hang tight. We'll be down here in just a millisecond. Sorry.
I'm not ready.
Okay, so maybe. Okay, perfect, AA. Yeah, it's perfect for you then. So try to whoever that was. I'm sorry, and I didn't catch it because I was trying to keep my eyes on this. But resend the invite now before I start the boss fight, because sometimes once I start this boss fight, it's not gonna let you join. Come on, I'm gonna go ahead and start it then. All right, start. Oh, there we go. Okay, he joined. Oh, there we go. You're in. Okay, everybody's good. All right, so now we're full, everybody. Now we're full. Group is full. All right, we're gonna two-man this 4-man partied Darrell here. Hang tight. It's gonna happen. He's scaled up for 4, but we'll be fine. Oh, we got 3 in here. Oh, it looks like everybody's in here now, almost.
I'm not ready yet.
It's a whole different fight when it's a party of 4. He scales up. He doesn't do any more damage. You guys have heard me say this before. He doesn't do any more damage, but he is taking more damage. He's got a lot more hit points, so he can stand there a lot longer. I mean, not a lot. I mean, look, it's when you're solo and you run Darrell, and if you're like me, it takes me literally under 5 seconds every time. With a group, okay, sometimes he makes it to second phase. Yeah, I don't normally do weekend streams, but I am now because I want to help everybody get end-game gear before the season ends,
The forge is always hot.
so they can enjoy the season a little bit more, and they can help some other people do the same thing, which is why I always use my mats. Wolves, I'm very bored. I left and did a whole season of Path of Exile during this season. During this season, season 5, I left Diablo and did the new season of Path of Exile, King's March, then did Once Human, then did the First Descendants, then came back to this. Yeah, I am bored, bro. But it's gotten a little more enjoyable for me now that I see that I'm able to really help a lot of people with getting their mythic gear, which is kind of cool. I like that. But yeah, bro, I absolutely, I hated the season 6 PTR. I ain't gonna lie, hated it so much I didn't even stream it, which normally I stream the PTRs, but I didn't that one because it was just so terrible. But I don't care. I need a freaking change. I need something new until November 15th when Path of Exile 2 comes out.
Ruin all that work.
So yeah, it's kind of where I'm at right now, to be honest. Those are the only 2 dates I can tell you I'm going to do. October 8th for season 6 and the DLC, and November 15th for Path of Exile 2, and then I'll be a happy guy. All right, here we go.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
There we go. That's how it should go. Hopefully we're gonna start seeing some more mythics drop for you guys. Oh, I'll wait. We'll go to town. Let's go do that. That's a good idea. Throne of Liberty to come out in October. I haven't heard of it. What didn't I like about season 6? Well, I didn't like, because I'm so used to Blizzard and their tricks that they do with World of Warcraft. I don't like the fact that they lowered the leveling down to 60, and I'll tell you why. Because they're gonna do the old, okay, here's a new DLC that'll level you to 80. Oh, here's a new DLC that'll level you to 100, and you're gonna pay for each one of them. And that trick is getting old, and Blizzard is just freaking notorious for it. So as soon as I see that, I get concerned. The runes, all tests with the runes were minimal difference using a ruin. Now, of course, all of these things, that's why it's a PTR. All of these things will probably be corrected. I mean, there's an AFK build that you can go run Nightmare Dungeon and you don't even have to have a single thing on your skill bar. Obviously, they're going to fix it.
I'm not ready.
But that's why I didn't like the PTR 6. I felt like the game was very, very, very broken. And of course, that's what the PTR is for, but it was, in my opinion, one of the worst ones. It just had, I thought, a lot of issues. I did like some things. I loved the group finder. I thought it was awesome. I was glad that that was there and looked like it had a lot more capabilities than I thought it would have. No, hey, don't worry about it right now, bro. You got the amulet. That's good. Farm. Keep running. You're doing fine, bro. No, I don't check any 2G ring. I don't check a 3G ring. I don't check a 4G ring. I break it all. I have all my alts are 100% geared. I don't. This is what I do right there. Season's almost over. I'm all done. All of my gear, or all my alts are geared. This guy's geared. I don't care about it anymore. I don't care about it anymore. But you're right. I don't check it. I said that earlier. I don't check anything. Unless it's a mythic with a GA, I don't check it. I just break even on mythics. I mean, I just did what? Now I think I'm up to 60 sparks. Trying to re-roll and yeah, burn through them pretty quick actually. But yeah, I mean, I even have a whole alt character's gear in my bags, in my stash, because I was gonna create a 5th character and I decided, I'm not gonna. Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, yeah, I am very, very bored with this game. This is my 5th season of doing the same stuff over and over. This guy right here, Darrell, he used to be the #1 spot you farmed every freaking day. All right, hey, have a good one, bro. Glad you were able to get something. No, you're good, Big Rick. Keep going. I'm glad you're getting some pieces. You're doing good. We're gonna have a spot open up here shortly. He's getting ready to step out. So I'll call it out as soon as it
How
opens
can I
up.
help?
Got you, AA. Take care, bro. All right, here we go.
I'm not ready yet. I need to I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed in the game. You're absolutely right. I mean, just this fight alone. I mean, so many changes, but like now you don't have to leave and reset the dungeon. You can just stay here. That's with every boss fight. But now with this fight alone, Ping and Pang, they no longer jump out here like they used to when you started this fight. They now don't come out until the second phase, which is kind of weird when you've ran this thousands of times with them always popping up there. But yeah, I mean, a lot has changed. Level, are you saying level? Yeah, the boss, that boss is a level 200 boss because we're running Torment. So yeah, he'll be a level 200 boss. I think that's what you're asking me. But you see, I break all of it. I look, I've been saving. Whoops, I took that out. I've been saving. There's a whole nother set here of mythics for another character I was gonna make, but I've been saving like GA stuff, and I just got tired of doing it, and especially with the season being almost done. So now I've been just giving it away to whoever I can give it to. All right, let me.
There's that.
Okay, sorry guys. I do have some strong opinions on my games actually, so it's kind of sad. I mean, I guess I'm more critical about Blizzard just because I've played Blizzard games for so many years when you include World of Warcraft. So I'm pretty on to their little tricks they like to do. What's up, Reinhardt? Thank you for the follow. And I'm telling you guys, this new allowing us only to level 60, it isn't no grand plan. It's so they can now sell us a DLC in just a few months and bring you up to 80. Watch. You heard it here. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. It's what they did to us in World of Warcraft. They're gonna try to soak us for more money. Then they're gonna sell you another DLC to bring you up to 100. Let's just, oops, let me wait. Sorry. I'll wait. Hello, Reinhardt. Hello. Okay, so I'll go back to it. Hit level 91 last night. That's awesome, bro. That's good. And if you want to level super quick, you want to go in there and run those infernal hordes. You want to just run them over and 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 over. And you will fly in levels. And run whatever highest level. Don't worry about how high it is. Whichever one you can run that's the highest, that you don't die, that's what you want to run. And if you watch your XP bar, you're going to see that sucker jump. It's going to jump. The new game is they just contacted. I was supposed to have it yesterday, and they just contacted me and asked me if I could wait until here. I think it was October. They want me to stream it October 4th through the 7th. I think is what they said. I'd have to look at the email, but they also are willing to give me 10 Steam keys for followers. So yeah, I'm working that out with them right now. I think it's going to be interesting. They're considering it an alpha test, which it probably really is. Oops, we'll wait. So yeah, halfway to 100. Awesome, bro. Nvidia, hi, how are you? Good to see you. I'm playing Rogue now. Well, let me tell you though, be careful about that attack power, because that attack power doesn't mean what you think it means. It doesn't mean like in other games where the higher the attack power you're doing, the more the higher this number is, the more damage you're doing. That's not true. That is 100% in this game not true at all. So don't let that. I'm full Aftermath. I'm full Aftermath. This is really a group. This is really for people that what's up, crazy, that work Monday through Friday, and they can't get in on these runs. So that's what this is about. But I am full. All right, but that attack power number, like I'll give you a prime example of that attack power number. You can have 90,000 attack power, and I can have 14k as a sorcerer, and I'm going to do more damage than you, probably, because that number. Okay, the only time that number really kind of means more than what it does is when you're a barbarian. That number is a multiplication factor. So for example, my attack power is only 22,000, but this guy's whole damage is based on critical strike and critical damage, right? So if I have 3,000% critical strike damage and 3,000% or 2,000% critical strike chance, and my attack power can now be very low, because it's only a multiplication factor being used. Again, I'm full, guys, sorry. It's only a multiplication. It's a multiplication factor thing. It's hard to explain, and I wish Blizzard. We had a big discussion on it in one stream. I'm doing good crazy where we tried to discuss it and break it down. That really Blizzard needs to rename that attack power, because it does not mean. I'll tell you, for example, I have a lightning spear sorcerer. His attack power was all season long was 9,000, and he was just killing everything. I mean everything, because that number doesn't mean what you think. Now his attack power is at 14,000, and now he just annihilates T8s like they're nothing. So attack power is very hard to describe, because it works kind of like this multiplication based on your class, on your build. All kinds of things can mean more than attack power. And like I said, like for this character here, his critical strike chance, critical strike damage means way more than whatever that attack power number is. It's a weird way that Blizzard does it, but yeah, a lot of people are confused by that attack power. The only time it even comes close to meaning anything is possibly when you're a well, I don't want to say it's meaningless, because it's not. The only time it comes close to meaning what this number says is maybe as a barbarian, and that even depends on a few factors on the build. Yeah, if Travis, you're a rogue, so you're gonna, a couple of things you're gonna want to concentrate on a rogue is, and I'm trying to remember, I don't want to switch out, so I'm gonna do this. is as a rogue, if I remember correctly, you want your dexterity and you want your, it's probably depending on your build, but it's probably going to be critical strike. It's probably going to be your crit that you're going to be really, that's going to bring your damage way up. And so what I would do is be looking at that, and I would be looking at your Paragon board to make sure you're taking advantage of anything where you're getting that critical strike chance, critical strike damage. A lot of builds, a lot of times once you get your one thing I want to mention here real fast is once you get your gear to mythics, a lot of the builds you should be going back into the Paragon board, and you should be using that. I'm going to show you right after this, because once you start wearing your mythics, you don't need to be putting any points to resistance. You probably don't need to be putting any points, and once they're masterwork especially, you probably don't need to be putting points towards life, and you probably don't need to be putting points towards armor. So what you should be doing is going here. Let me show you. You should be going here, and then there's a keyword search, and I don't know on console where it's at. Let me blow this up so you can see it. There's a keyword search. TikTok, you still can't see it, but if I click that down, you see all these. All right, if I click on resistance, look, it shows me on my board anywhere where I put points towards resistance. Now I have points here because I was going this way anyway, but after you get your mythics, most of the time those points you should be pulling out and start putting them more towards damage on your board. I'm using bone, spirit, necro. There you go. Hold Y on the Xbox for the Paragon board. He's saying to do that keyword search. So
That looks worn. I can fix it.
so yeah, there's a lot of, once you get your gear and you've got it masterworked, you really should be going back and revisiting your Paragon board, and you should be yanking, you know, I'm not wearing some of the mythics that I would recommend, but we're using the Doombringer and the ring here with this build. But I do have builds and other where I'm wearing Tyrell's Might, I'm wearing Harlequin Crest, I'm wearing, and those pieces, once I have those masterwork especially, I should be going and removing all points, and I have all points towards armor, all points towards resistance, and all points towards health in my Paragon board. And then I put them all towards those points I just freed up. I can now move into a damage area, and it increases all of my damage. But a lot of people forget that, and they don't go revisit their Paragon board, and they just they're overmaxed on their resistances, they're overmaxed on their armor, they're overmaxed on their, you know, everything. It's like, nah, go back, go do it. It makes a big difference. I'm doing good, Kujak. Good to see you. You haven't got any mythics yet. Well, let me tell you this. I would recommend, if you need mythics, Lord Zir. Lord Zir Torment is so easy solo. I'm telling you, you do not have to have superb gear. The biggest problem with Lord Zir, there we got the melted heart. We're gonna break all that. The biggest part about Lord Zir is he's 27 exquisite blood and 1 stone just to run him in Torment. He is expensive, but he's been dropping a lot of stuff, man, a lot. And I tell people all the time, they don't give themselves credit. They're basing, some people are basing what they're seeing here on my stream, and they should not, because these bosses are all scaled up by a party of 4, meaning that they don't do a whole lot more damage, but they got a whole lot more hit points. They can take a lot more hits. It just takes a little bit longer. Now, if we were solo, you guys have watched my videos on YouTube. If I do this solo, it's 1, 2, 3. He's done. He's dead. So trust me, this is Durrell. He's probably one of the harder bosses, I guess. I consider Andariel actually a bit harder, just because you can't interrupt his mechanic until later in. You're exactly. See, Didier is exactly right. That's exactly what I was trying to say. If you're wearing Tyrell Might, you should not, for sure, your Paragon board should not have anything with resistance, for sure. That should be, all of those points should be wiped out, and you can use those points for something else. That's why you want to go in your Paragon board. If you're wearing Tyrell's Might, you want to do that keyword search and do it by resistance, and then you want to snap all of those points back out and use them for somewhere else in the boards. And you just go through your boards searching for like damage or whatever it is you think you need, and you'll find it and move your points there. And it'll make a difference. Trust me, it's gonna make a difference. All right, I hope you guys are getting stuff. This is really for you guys that you got to work all week and you can never get in here on the weekdays. I do this every day, weekday. And Phoebe, I didn't really answer your question. I remember I kind of dropped it, but that new game that Notorious Studios wants me to run, they want me to run it like October 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, which is perfect for me because then I can go do season 6. Didier, thank you for the follow. Crazy, thank you for the follow. And they're willing to give me 10 Steam keys for my followers to also play it. And it's going to be the alpha version. Actually, there's a lot more to the game than I realized. He sent me a great big, the studio sent me a big thing about it, and it's pretty interesting. You basically have your own little concave, I would call it, a little fort, your own little fort, I guess is a better word, that you build.
Come back if you need the forge.
I'm excited as far as for the expansion on the 8th. I'm excited as far as for something different. I'm not, I mean, I don't know. I hope it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be good, but all of my eggs aren't in Diablo. I can always go play Path of Exile if I have to, or Once Human or something else. But yeah, I don't know if I would use the word excited about the new DLC. I would say I want something different. I am bored with this, but there's certain things about the DLC and the season coming up that, because I already played the PTR, I already know that unless they really did some big fixes, it might be disappointing for a lot of people. I mean, we'll see. I hope I'm wrong, and I've been wrong before. I didn't like PTR 4, season 4, and it ended up being great. They made changes to it before it ever got released, and it was great. It was awesome. So, I mean, I also didn't like PTR 5. I've sent the Blizzard a bazillion comments on this season, and I actually wasn't going to play it based on that. And a guy from Twitch contacted me and asked me to at least do one character, so I did, and here I am. Well, I did leave and went and played the season in Path of Exile, King's March, and then I went and played Once Human, and then First Descendants, and then I came back to Diablo 4 again, season 5. So yeah, I mean, I was disappointed about the Spiritborn class. Honestly, I really didn't think we needed another nature class. I honestly didn't, but I do like what they did with it and gave you 4 choices. You know, the jaguar, the centipede, the eagle, and the gorilla. So that was smart, because at least you're going to be able to find at least one of those choices that hopefully you'll enjoy. And I guarantee you it's going to be very OP. It's going to start off as being over the roof on how good it's going to be. But we'll see. You already asked for days off of work so you can play it. I am super excited for Path of Exile 2. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. That one date, November 15th, you will not catch me doing anything but playing that early release. I can promise you that. It looks so good, and they stole some good ideas from Last Epoch. Last Epoch had some great ideas in their game. They really did. They had the built-in, you know, loot filter, which you could easily edit, made it very user-friendly. That I know Path of Exile stole. Path of Exile 2 did. Not stole, they said they were going to do the same thing. And then also the fact that they put that little anvil right here to let you break any of your equipment on the fly. I think that's another thing that Path of Exile 2 said that they were going to be implementing. Those simple little things would, if Blizzard would do, would be great, but Blizzard is Blizzard. What's up, Clint? Good to see you. Thank you, Big Rig Gaming. Appreciate those. Appreciate those. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Thank you, Hagen. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I hope I am going to have a great day. We'll see. You never know, right? Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a rainy day going on here in Florida, but we'll see. Hopefully it clears up. If you ever know Florida, if you live in Florida, you know that there is a huge season here that we get rain every single day. Now, it might only rain for 15 minutes or it might rain for 3 hours. It might rain like a sprinkle, or it might come down torrential where you can't see 2 feet in front of your face. But every day you can depend on it at a certain time in the day, it's going to rain. And it's usually just about the same time every day. So you just gotta kind of plan your weekends around it. We were out on the motorcycle one time and it just started downpouring so hard. It rained so freaking hard. My wife was behind me and she's yelling at me, "Can you see?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Well, why are you still riding?" And I'm like, "There's cars behind us. All right, they can't see me either. I'm not gonna stop. As long as I just keep going straight, follow the rain path in the road, I'm good." Then I finally came to an overpass, a bridge, and I was able to pull over on that and just wait it out. And it took us like 15 minutes. We were soaking wet, but dried off super fast. And once it's done raining here in Florida, the sun comes out and cooks you. You know, my wife thought I was insane, and I'm like, "Well, listen, man, if those cars behind you can't see you, I'm on a motorcycle. You can guarantee you that they can't see me because I can't see them in front of me. I ain't stopping. We're gonna keep going the same speed we were going." What do I ride? I ride a FLH, Harley FLH, full dresser. Yeah, it's a big old bike. I've had it for umpteen years. I've actually been thinking about, I've been debating on buying a trike. I'm old school, bro. So the trikes that I grew up with, they were custom trikes that were built with, you know, Volkswagen engines and custom frames. And they were like what I call a trike. They were beautiful 3-wheelers. The 3-wheelers of today, I don't know. I'm having a hard time finding anything I like, to be honest. I have a really bad shoulder from sports in college, and it's given me more and more and more trouble. And I have 2 choices. I can either keep riding the FLH and riding it less because I hurt, or I could trade it in. Actually, 3 choices. I could trade it in and get a smaller bike that probably would be less strain on my shoulder. Or the third choice is I could keep it and then go get a trike too and ride the trike, which will probably be almost 0 stress on my shoulder. I haven't decided. I've been saying it for a year, so the odds are I'll probably never do it, but my shoulder's getting worse and worse the older I get, and I realized that if I was smart, I would do one of those choices. What helm is better for the Rogue? It depends on the Rogue. It depends on what build you're doing. Like, I have a Barrage Rogue, and he wears the Harley. Does he? Or maybe he's wearing the Nameless Cowl, I think. He's wearing the Nameless Cowl. But if you're doing an Andy build, then you want that Visage. I'll show you. I have it. If you're doing the Andy build, then you're going to want to be wearing that and Dario's Visage, okay? That's the best Mythic for it if that's the build you're doing. And it, like I said, it depends on, yeah, the build you're using. I'm sure there is a build that uses the Harlequin crest for the rogue. I personally have not used one that does. I have a barrage rogue, and it doesn't use that. He doesn't use a mythic helm piece at all. But I think Andario's visage would be used in the Andy rogue for sure. So it's like I said, it depends on your rogue, and it depends on the build. There's so many different builds out there. I don't know them all, that's for sure.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, I know my barrage rogue, I think, is wearing, I want to say it's the nameless cowl. If I remember correctly, it's the nameless cowl. Dirday, thank you for the follow. Sturbens, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I missed it. I've got multiple sessions going on here. I got TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. I try to keep all of you in check, but it's not easy. Why Made Biker? Why the name Made Biker, you're asking me? I've told the story before, but I was raised by bikers, okay? And when I was a little kid, they always told me, we're gonna make you into a biker someday. We're gonna make you into a biker someday. And then when they did make me into a biker, they said, see, you're a made biker. We made you into a biker, blah, 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 all that. So it just kind of stuck with me my whole life. I'm trying to break some bad habits because, you know, hanging around with those guys for all the years I did, they use a lot of the word bro. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm trying to stop doing that because, first of all, not everybody's a bro, and not everybody wants to be a bro, and especially women don't want to be a bro. So, yeah, it's a work in progress. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I started riding motorcycles when I was very, very young. Okay, I was born in '62, so wow, probably by 1974, maybe 75, I already had a Harley Davidson. I wasn't even old enough to ride it on the road, but I already had one. Now, granted, it was probably a stolen Harley Davidson with mix and swapped parts and grinding and all kinds of other stuff, because I know the people that I was brought up by, but I didn't know that at the time. I do now, but you know, at the time I was just a kid. I had no clue what was going on out in the barn, you know. You know, Big Rig, here's how I do it, bro. Honestly, I do it. You just run until you're done. And when you're done, you're done. You know what I mean? You have not been able to do any of these hardly because of the fact that I do a Monday through Friday. So your first bike was impounded and never saw it again. Yeah, there you go. That can tell you right there something was wrong. But yeah, that's how I do a Big Rig. Is, I mean, when you're ready to pull, you pull out, and then somebody else will jump in. This is, you know, again, this is really for the guys that cannot run these Monday through Friday because they're at work, or girls, not guys, just guys and girls. This is your chance. Even if you may not need some of the stuff, at least you can break it and get the spark. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is almost done, so you can't take it with you. I can tell you that. It's very strange. It's been almost an hour. I've only seen 2 mythics on my end, so hopefully we're seeing more with you guys. Hopefully we're seeing more with you guys. Big Rig, you got 4. That's awesome, dude. I had one day, I know one day we were in like 40 minutes and I had 6. And I was like, man.
How can I help?
Again, you know, I agree with people would say, they say you don't even look at your GAs. I don't. Seasons, I'm all of my alts are totally they're built, they're done, they're running end game content. I don't need any more gear. I don't need nothing. I have a stashes tabs full of GA gear that I'm just trying to give away. Yeah, I don't look at any of it. And the only thing I look at is if it's a mythic with a GA, then I'll look at it. But if it's anything else, I'm just breaking it. I don't know if it was just the time I was online or what, but I saw some good deals on some mats and trade chat. I grabbed some of them, but some of them I didn't. I mean, I saw Exquisite Blood for 450 million, which is cheap. A stack, that's cheap. That's how I get all my mats. I don't farm mats. I farm gold. That's it. You guys might have seen that video I made just recently. I do nothing but go run. I take my light spear sorcerer and go run T8s. I do it for a little while. Cash in all the ethers for gold. And then buy all the mats I need on chat with game gold. And I'm sitting right now, it sits pretty solid at 38 billion gold right now. I was 55 billion, but I bought a lot of stuff. And you can do it quick by just going and running Infernal Horde. You don't have to do T8s, you can do T6s. Instead of 3 hours, you might have to do it for 4 hours, but you'll be in the billions of gold. I can tell you that right now. Oh, look at that. He got down quick.
I'm not ready.
All right, let's go back. Yeah, that's the way I used to do it too, Kujak. As soon as I get home, I would jump in the game. Now, I've been retired now for, I think this is my 7th month. I just want to make a comment about that. That when I retired, a lot of people, and even some of my viewers, but mostly my friends, said, you're going to hate being retired. You're going to be so bored. Oh my God, none of you have ever been retired. That's all I can say. Because I absolutely love it. I ain't gonna lie. It's the best in the whole West. I ain't gonna lie. I live in the East, but I'm telling you, being retired is the cat's meow. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love it. And especially because I do this, which I love. This has become kind of my new full-time thing. And I totally love it. I mean, I've been streaming for a long time, 4 years, but it was all part-time. Now that I'm doing it on a regular schedule, and I'm really loving it a lot. getting to know so many different people. It's been great. Absolutely love it. I hate my grind. Yeah, see, I really, really liked my job. I loved my job, actually. However, when they changed bosses, I really hated my boss, and my boss hated me, and it became a big issue. And it was one of those issues where my boss thought I wanted their job, and it's like, if I wanted your job, I would have put in for you. I would have asked for your job. I never asked. I don't want your freaking job. Leave me alone, man. But it was one of those types of relationships, and I hated it. And so when my early 62 retirement rolled around, I just said, you know what? I'm going to take it. But I'm going to tell you something. You need to... 21 years, driving 21 years, yeah, I bet. But before you retire, I'm just going to warn you all. Most of you probably aren't even near my age, but if you are going to ever retire, you need to make sure that you notify the Social Security 4 months in advance. If you fail to do that, you will not get paid when you retire. If you wait until, let's say, today, I called up Social Security or sent them an email or went online or whatever the hell I did and said, I'm notifying you that I'm retiring as of today. They're going to write me an email back and said, okay, great. Send us all this information that we need for direct deposit. We need this, we need this, we need this. And oh, by the way, your first check will be 4 months from today. That's how it works. So don't make the mistake of not giving them. I already knew in advance, so I was lucky. But if you don't know that information, you're screwed. Especially if you've already told your boss, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. And then suddenly Social Security tells you, oh, well, we're not going to give you a check for 4 months. That's going to suck. And I was kind of a dick about it too, because like I told the guy that I dealt with from Social Security, he told me that, okay, well, you'll get it. Your first check will be 4 months on blah, blah, this date. And I'm like, dude, I turned 62 on this date. That's 4 months later than when I turned 62. Who's getting that 4 months of income, Social Security, that I'm not going to get now? Where did it go? Because I paid for it. So who's getting it? Where? I want accountability. I want to know where that money's going. He wouldn't tell me shit. Of course. But you think about it. I mean, that's 4 months of benefits that you're not getting that you paid for. And I'm like, well, where the hell? If you're doing that to every single person that retires, that's a hell of a lot of 4 months. I would like you to filter all of that into my account, because whoever's getting it is getting really rich. It kind of makes me laugh because I say, well, no wonder Social Security is running out of money. I'm like, duh, where is that money going to? Who took it? But all right, Big Rig, have a good one, brother. So guys, Big Rig Gaming is gonna be, Zane is gonna be there. He's gone. We have it opening right now. Okay. Did I get everybody approved? I did. Okay, we got somebody in. They're in. All right. You're welcome, Big Rig. I'm glad you got some stuff, man. That's what this is supposed to be all about. But I know your time is limited. You're constantly on the road. So I'm glad you were able to get in. I promised it a few other times. It's just never been able to happen. Hurricane and all kinds of other crap going on in my life. But yeah, I'm glad you got through. All right. Yeah, bro, that's a lot of driving, man. I had to drive up from Florida 8 hours to the Blue Ridge Mountains here last week for my vacation, and I hated it. I was like, driving for 8 hours sucked. I mean, we do it every year, and I'm used to it, but I always hate it. I just entertain myself with music. I might like it more, I guess, if I was getting paid to do it. But driving it for vacation sucks. Man, Aftermath, every time I see you, bro, you're always like at 90, 93, 92, 94. Now what? You're at what? 95? Bro, you just need to go bang out a bunch, like 3 Infernal Hordes at whatever level you can run comfortably, and you'll be at 100 quick. Every time I see you, I'm like, this guy is really level and slow. You're gonna run out of time, my friend. What's up, DT Warrior? Good to see you. How many more matches we got for this dang thing? Oh, we got quite a few here. Then we're gonna go do some Grigori. Grigori's been very hot. You play other games. Okay, there you go. That explains it right there. That definitely explains it right there. I know that feeling. I've actually had to narrow down my game playing and games that I play because of that exact thing. So yeah, I feel you there, Robert. I definitely feel you, bro. I just was like, man, I noticed that he's always hovering in that 90 area. I think for a while we were running with you. You were even lower, right? So hopefully your guy is getting really, because he's not dying nothing. I see he's doing good. He must be pretty well strong here. We are full, Kaz. I call it out when we have a spot. I know TikTok viewers cannot see that part of the screen. As soon as I have a spot, I will call it out, I promise. These are, I guess, pretty popular on the weekends too, huh? I know during the week. No, you're good. Go. Don't worry. Don't worry, Kaz. No, you're not bad at all, bro. Don't worry. You can't see that part of the screen, especially if you're a TikTok viewer. You can't see it, so I will call it out for sure. Promise. If an opening comes, I'll just send you an invite if you're still on too. Hopefully, I'll remember. During the week, the popularity of these runs has kind of dropped off a bit because we've geared up basically everybody, you know. So it's good that this on the weekends people are still needing these. I know that people who work during the week, they can't get in on the weekday runs. I know this is really, we're kind of coming down to the crunch of the season end here, so it's really why I've been pushing these and trying to get people all geared up so they can enjoy, because this is all you're gonna lose all of this when the new season starts. You're gonna start all over, completely all over. So get it now, enjoy it for these last, what, 2 weeks, week and a half, whatever it is. Awesome, Big Rig. I'm so glad you got some stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to be gotten here. I keep in mind that for your sparks, if you need something and it's not showing up when you go to the alchemist, you need to change to that class to see it. So like if you're not seeing the grandfather, it's because you got to change to the barbarian to see it. Because there are mythic specific class pieces that you're not going to see if you're not the right class. If that makes any sense, I hope. But I was surprised to hear that some people didn't know that. And yeah, it's definitely class specific items. Trying to decide what to break down. Well, sometimes it isn't bad to hang on to something either, in case you decide to make an alt. But yeah, getting low on time now for sure.
How can I help?
I have a whole bag here of this, of all of this Visage, Tyro's Might, Grandfather, Ring of Starless, because I was going to create another character, but I already got 4 of them, and I'm like, nah, I'm done. There was a really, really big monstrous lag in that fight right there. All of my keystrokes were like running way late. There it goes. So the other thing that people should be aware of, I'm just going to put this out there for people because this is not absolutely not a necessity, but if you really are looking for help and you're willing to help yourself as others help you, we do have a clan here, okay? And I'm going to tell you straight, these freaking people are great. They will help you. If they have the ability to help you, they will help you. All you got to do is ask. If you want to run a T7, they'll run you through a T7. If you want to run a nightmare, they'll run you through a nightmare. You know, I mean, what do we do with, you've got with the infernal hordes? Okay, so you're talking about what do you do with your ethers? If you have like less than 20 ethers, then you cash them in for the gold. If that's what you're asking. I think that's what you're asking. I've got 3 chests full. What do we do with the excess infernal hordes? Oh, you can break, you're talking about these, the things that show up here, the little red infernal horde things. You can break them. You can break them. Go over here. Let me show you real quick. You can break them. Let's go this way. All right, you're gonna want to come in here. You're gonna want to go to the occultist, whatever town you're in, and you're gonna come over here and salvage, and you're gonna be able to mark them or just click them, and it'll break them, and you can get rid of them all, and it'll give you the sigil, dust or whatever it's called. I hope that answered. Yeah, I hope that answered your question. I can actually, let me show you real quick, team. I'm sorry, hang tight with me. Let me just do a walkthrough here, because that way you'll really understand it. All right, so if I'm over here, let's say, let's just make one. Okay, so I have one right there, right? All right, it's called a compass. Okay, so if I want to get rid of it, I come over here and say salvage, and there it is. I can hit it like that, or I can just click it and say, oh no, I don't want to activate it. I gotta do it like that, and then say all junk, and boom, it's gone, and it gave me back the powder. Hopefully that helped you. I hope. All right, coming back, team. Sorry. Awesome, Zoo. Good. That's awesome. Karnak, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Here we go. So why am I doing these runs? Well, I do these runs because I'm bored with the game. I left the game for quite a while in season 5, and I'm back again, and that's how much time I've got. I've got character, all the characters are all leveled up. They're all geared up with Mythic. So this is so I can help you get geared up. Well, let's cash this in first. I can help you get geared up, and you can pay it forward. You can use your mats. You can learn these fights, get geared up, and then you'll be good. Yeah, it'll turn it into like that sigil powder. Yeah. And you can use it to make a higher one, or you can use it to make a nightmare dungeon one.
You can still use these.
Well, I like your way of saying it better, protein powder. All right. Now, see, the way I do this, guys, is I farm nothing but ether gold, right, with my lightning spear, and then I cash in all the ether for gold, and I get billions. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I got 38 billion gold right now. I started off with 55 billion. I get billions of gold doing those that way, and then I buy my mats on the trade channel. But here's the thing. If you do it smart, I'm only buying living steel, which is fairly cheap on the trade channel, and I'm buying hearts, malignant hearts, because then I go run Grigori, who's got great drop rates, and he'll give me the mats for Darrell, and then I go run Varshan, and Varshan is going to give me the mats for Darrell, and then the two expensive things that I buy with my game gold is Stygian stones. Okay, now keep in mind, because I'm running T8s, I don't have to buy that many because I'm running T8s to get to farm gold. I'm getting a lot of stones with those runs, so I don't have to buy that many stones, but I have to buy a lot of exquisite blood, which is expensive. And exquisite blood, Maz, thank you for the subscribe. Exquisite blood is for Lord Zir, and just because I like the Lord Zir fight because it's very efficient and quick, and he's dropping a lot of stuff, I do buy exquisite blood, and I do buy a lot of it. Okay, here we go, guys. I know there's a couple out. I don't really buy much. I bought distilled fear once, and my stash is full of it because I've had bad luck running people through the Beast in the Ice, but mostly it was because they were like levels 80 and 79, and we were a party of 4, and yeah, it was difficult to keep them alive. Same with Andario. I have a ton of Andario mats that I really stopped kind of running people through because it was just too difficult to keep them alive. I play on seasonal, Karnak. Now I do know there's a lot of people that do play the Eternal. Lakin, we are full right now. Does Diablo not have a banking system? Diablo doesn't have squat, bro. Diablo is as basic of a game as you can absolutely get compared to, you know, World of Warcraft, Path of Exile. Diablo is about as plain Jane as you're ever gonna get. It's lacking in features for sure. I wish AH would come back. What is AH? Yeah, well, one of the things I asked for him to do is at least give us a clan stash bag that I can drop in stuff and people can withdraw, and they can drop in stuff and people withdraw, because it's just, clan right now is silly. Rock, thank you for the follow. Right now, there's just no reason to use a clan except for communication, and if you got a good community, which our clan is, they help a lot of people get geared up. The members of the clan, my clan, are awesome, man. They help so many people. I ain't even exaggerating. They help a lot of people. Is that a rapid fire rogue I'm seeing? I just now noticed it. Using the lob shot. Oh, the auction house. Yeah. Well, okay, that's another really good feature that I don't understand why Blizzard doesn't steal some of the World of Warcraft ideas, but it's two different separate development teams. Just because it's the same company, I don't think those guys are even in the same building, even in the same country or state or anything. So hence the reason why you have two dramatic different with features that could be pulled in from one and the other. Yeah, rapid fire is really strong, bro. I did rapid fire last season, loved it. This season I got a barrage rogue. Yeah, rapid fire. I did a heart seeker too, and I didn't like the heart seeker very much. All right, here we go. Here we go. Appreciate those diamonds too, by the way, Big Rig. I forgot to mention that. I appreciate it. Those diamonds on TikTok are awesome. I get this a lot when people ask me, why is it taking you so long? Well, if you guys go watch my video on YouTube, solo, doing Torment Durrell, it's 1, 2, 3, he's dead. But when you have a party, he scales up. Whoops. He scales up, and not his damage output, his hit points. So you just got to know that if you're going to go in there with other people and you're going to try to carry him, you got to make sure that you can really carry him, because he's going to do a lot more, not more damage. He's going to take more damage. He's going to withstand a lot more hits. And just for the fact that he's staying alive longer, that means his damage output remains the same. It's per hit, but it's the output increases because he's alive longer. It's hard to say, but that's how it works. Yeah, I really had problems with my Heartseeker rogue. I didn't enjoy it. Now, also keep in mind, it wasn't a cookie cutter build. It was my own. I've always done my own builds until this season. It was my own variation of the Heartseeker build, and I just could not enjoy it. And no matter what I did, it just felt like there was like a lag. So it was a lag like in the skill, and I was trying to figure out what it was. Was it energy? What was the problem? And I never did figure it out, so I just quit using it and moved him over to the rapid fire and loved the rapid fire. But see, normally I did my own builds, so a lot of times my streams, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times my streams were 8 times redoing the freaking Paragon board because I was trying to find that missing thing I needed. Take care, Zoo. Peace with you, brother. Hope you have a good day. Okay, just got the grandfather. The grandfather is a really good piece for a couple builds. I like it. I use it for one of my builds.
Come back if you need the forge.
I like it, but I also use the Doombringer for this build, and a lot of people think that's insane, but it does exactly what I need it to do, so. About how long it really should take when you do Durrell with a party of 4. You should be able to drop him before phase 2, but it doesn't always work that way. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were gonna go to town. I apologize for that. I started it up a little early. Right there, he's going to make it through to phase 2, so it doesn't always work that way.
I must wait. My bags are full.
Bags are full.
How can I help?
I think I'm using the grandfather for my barbarian. I would have to look. I can't remember, to be honest with you. So it's all a blur. Right now, this freaking room is getting kind of warm here. Vampire, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So, some people have asked, so let me just spend 2 minutes here, less than 2 minutes, to just explain this out, because I know some of you guys are only on the weekends and you don't see it during the week. All right, so here's how it works. You send me, you play this game on the PlayStation. Awesome, Cody. You want to see the gear, hang on tight. You send me a friend request to this. All right. You send a friend request to that. I accept it. Then when I tell you, hey, we have an opening, you do a request to join group. And that's how it works. Okay. And make sure I got everybody approved. I do. All right, here we go. And then you just come in and I use my mats and I try to get you mythics. I don't need anything. Hopefully you do, and that's what it's all about. I'm thinking eventually we're going to have to start doing one of these days next week, T7s, because they're a little more efficient, and start running people through some of those, because I'm like, okay, I'm getting you guys gear, but maybe you're not able or already able to run to get Neotherin yet. So probably gonna have to start doing something like that here in the very near future to help people. And we can do that, like, you know, we can do a weekend run of that, do week, you know, during the week, a couple days of that, and, you know, a weekend run of just doing T7s. The only thing about T7s is you have absolutely, oh, I was going to show you my gear. I'm sorry. I forgot. All right, so I'm using Vasily's Prayer, 2 GA piece. I'm using a chest piece, and Symbiotic is the most important thing on that. That aspect right there is super important for this build. Unsung, I'm using these. Tibalt's Will, Wildheart Hunger, Doombringer. Over here, any, you know, a legendary amulet, but the most important thing on it is the natural balance aspect, super important. Ring of Starless Skies, Earthbreaker is the ring. I use the Doombringer, and then that allows me to put a focus in, because now with the focus, you can have another cooldown reduction, which is pretty important for this build. So yeah, that's what I'm using. And this build is, real quick, let me do that for you. Say copy. This build is paste, is that right there and right there. Okay, let me get back to work here. Sorry, guys. Now, my build has got some changes from that I posted there. I use Cataclysm instead of Petrify. I also, as I told you guys earlier in this stream, and I recommend that you all do it, when you start wearing different gear, especially masterworked gear, you need to go back to your Paragon board and search out certain items, especially like if you're, a good example is this, you're wearing Tyrell's Might. If you're wearing Tyrell's Might and it's been masterwork, even if it hasn't been masterwork, I'm going to tell you right now, you got way too much resistance. So you need to go into your Paragon board and you need to pull all those resistance points and put them towards damage or put them towards critical strike, whatever your class and character needs. All of the cookie cutter builds, they don't tell you that. All right. They don't tell you that. And, you know, as you masterwork your pieces, you're going to see, oh, I'm sorry, shit, I started it. You're going to see that you are over armor or again, over resistance, or your life has gone through the roof and you don't need that much life, depending on your class, you know, but you pull those points and you can search those points right in there. There's a keyword search inside your Paragon board that most people don't know about and don't use, and it works great. And you'll highlight maybe, let's say, resistance, and then it's going to show them all to you, and you figure out a way to get those points back, take them back, and move them towards something else, and it'll be worth your time. Trust me.
My burden is too great.
Awesome, Cody. Yeah, I think you can never find groups to run bosses. Well, again, write this down. This clan right here is my clan, and I'm telling you right now, these guys are freaking awesome. They will help you. If they can do it, they will do it. They will help you. If they have the ability, I'm telling you now, I've watched these guys help so many people. I really can't tell you as much about my clan. Is awesome. And it's not it's the people in my clan are awesome. And if you say if you need help, they will help you, man. They will help you. I'm telling you now. I've watched them help so many people. I've watched them help run people through Lilith. I've watched them run bosses. I've watched, run through What am I looking for? Tier 3 capstone, tier 4 capstone. I've seen them do a lot of different help with people. It's awesome. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of members that are not a part of my clan that are helping people too, and that I've helped here. You know, if you put it into game chat a lot of times, you'll find somebody that's willing to help you. Sometimes it's hard because they may need mats. You know, they may need the mats to run that boss format, and if you don't have them and they don't have them, well then yeah, it's hard to do.
My burden is too great.
Crap, I gotta go back. Man, this room is getting warm. Here we go. And October 8th.
I cannot salvage that.
October 8th will be the new season again. And you start all over. Some people don't know that. You start all over. Now, season 6 is going to be unique because its campaign has changed. There's a lot of things that have changed in season 6. A lot. So starting over with their first character ain't going to be so bad because you're going to be able to enjoy the new campaign, the new things. And then you're going to do your alt and just race through it like we already do. I've been doing this game for so long that leveling a character for me is like, I mean, quick. I mean, I'm disappointed if I don't have him at a level 100 at the very least in 3 days. And that's given me a lot of cush time. That's given me a lot of cush time. I've just gotten very proficient and know the right things to do to get XP and get XP fast. And now that's going to change for season 6 too. I mean, the new run is going to be a little bit different. In fact, it's quite a bit different. Season 6, you're going to want to utilize the strongholds to get you to level 60. Strongholds give you a much greater reward in season 6, unless they change it, because it's huge reward for season 6 that you're going to actually use them to get you to level 60. You'll run the campaign first, and I suggest you enjoy it because it's going to be new and different. And then you're going to want to go and do strongholds, and it's going to take you about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of just riding around and doing them, and you'll be at level 60. That'll be it. All right, there's Tyrell's Might just dropped. Let's see. Nope. No GA. Okay, let's go tell. All right, NVIDIA, for sure. I'm on every day, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, for sure. If you catch me, bro. I try to run as many people through this stuff as I can. During the weekdays, we have a lot quicker follow through too. A lot of people have to leave to go to work, or go to lunch or whatever, and yeah. I have them for one more, then got to get ready for work. Got you, Robert. Got you. So Robert's got enough time to run a couple more here, and then he's going to be running. So Be prepared for a spot to open, people. I will call it out when it does. Honestly, I'm gonna send an invite to somebody that I've already turned down a lot, so I can tell you right now, I'm gonna send an invite to someone, and once that spot opens up, I don't know if they're still online. We'll see. Let me see. They may not even be online anymore. Yeah, they are. All right. Thank you, NVIDIA. Take care. Let's see what we got going on. Midas, are you already, I think you are. You're already a friend of mine, right? I think you're already in here as a friend. Right now I don't have room, but I already have, I have a person that's going to be dropping out very soon, but I already have a person to replace him. Only because I've already said no to the same person I thought you were. Have you never ran with me in here before? One time. Okay, I got you. All right.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, right now I'm full, and I got a person who's never ran with me yet, and I've been turning them down and over and over and over today. So let me get them in first, and we'll see what we've got going on here.
That looks worn. I can fix it.
Okay, so let me do this. What happened? Oh, that sucked. What did I just do? All right, well, I'll have to fix that. Okay, so now I don't think it's gonna let me. Okay, there we go. I don't think it's gonna let me. Let's see if it will. Yeah, trying to travel to a party member has been so broken lately, man. I screwed up and hit.
I need more time. I need more time.
I will. I'll let you know, Modest. As soon as we get another spot, I'll let you know. I promise, bro. I promise. It's hard for me to get everybody in fairly. It's so tough, bro. I wish there was a better method that we could use. I wish they had like a queuing system or something like that, but that would probably be more in line with the group finder that we're going to see in season 6. Okay. Here we go. He's coming in now. This is actually going to be the last run here, and then we're going to go to Grigori after this run right here, guys.
I appreciate it. I must wait.
All right, so grab up all your stuff, and we're going to head to Grigori because I don't have my... This was all the mats I wanted to use for this boss today. So we're going to head to Grigori, which is... Let me mark it for y'all. He's right there. All right, so we're going to head to Grigori. Grigori. Should probably put that in game chat or party chat. That'll be helpful for everyone, right? There we go. All right.
You need steel work? Repairs?
Now, Grigori's been red hot.
I need time to do that.
He's been dropping doubles. He's been dropping all kinds of stuff. Doesn't mean he will today. I hope he is. Afternoon, Ruben. All right, here we go. It's the boss for the blood use. Yeah, I will show you. Farming mats, John. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just farm ether gold. I run T7s, T8s, farm ether gold, and then I buy all my mats off trade, so I don't have to waste my time doing that map. He wanted to see the map for the blood. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so for exquisite blood, it's right here, the darkened way. Okay, right there. There's Kaivashad. There's the darkened way. That's exquisite blood. All right, that's Lord Zir right there. All right, then the other thing that uses blood, distilled blood, is right here, the Beast in the Ice. Okay, Kaivashad's right there. Beast in the Ice is just right there. What's up, Mad Cow? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. But yeah, I've been telling people for a long time, don't waste your time farming mats, because to farm each individual mat is very time consuming. Just run T7s or whatever T you can run, whatever Infernal Horde you can run without dying. Run it over and over and over and cash in all your ethers for gold. If you do that, and this is based on a T7, if you do that T7 for 2 hours, under 3, you're gonna have billions of gold. Right now, John, I've got 38 billion gold, and that's just been from running Infernal Hordes. All right, so, and then I buy all the mats right off of trade. So listen, here's what's going to happen. If you've never done this fight, you probably have. These little red squares are going to show up. They're going to damage the crap out of you. They're not going to kill you if you're, most of us look like we're geared up and can stand in it. But if you don't want to stand in it, I advise you to hug the wall. It'll then disappear. He'll be standing here. We go in, we just down him, just slug him to death. All right, here we go. Delu will be here soon. Let's go. Let's get it started. Oh gosh, guys, you can take that stones. You can take those stones. Don't leave me stones. You can use them. I would prefer that you pay it forward and run some other people through with your mats. I have stones, man. I've got so much mats, unbelievable. I appreciate it, but yeah, go ahead and take those. And that way you can pay it forward and run somebody else through. Now you see my logic. What we did is we ran Durrell. All right. Now we're running Grigori. Grigori is giving me mats for Durrell. Then we're gonna go run some Varshan. Varshan is gonna give me mats for Durrell. So The only thing I need to buy technically is living steel, which is cheap on the auction on trade channel right now, and malignant hearts. Now I also do buy exquisite blood because I run followers through Lord Zir because he's been such a good drop rate going on there. But it's just way more efficient to go run the Infernal Hordes. And so also I want to mention, because some of you haven't ran with me before, if you're doing this right here, dropping these off over here on the corner, don't do that, please. Take these pieces and go cash, break them. I know it sucks. Trust me, I know it sucks. But that's just going to clutter. It's going to start to become a clutter after a while. And it's just going to be a pain in our butt. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I know it sucks because we have to, it's something Blizzard has to fix. They need to get us so we don't have to go to town every time. But I used to do that. And it just started cluttering up everything. And now I make myself, and if I have to do it, I'm gonna have you do it. Because I hate running back to town every freaking time. So it's like, if I gotta feel the pain, you gotta feel the pain. All right, Real Bane, take care. I would say that my lightning spear, what's up, Ghost? I would say that my lightning spear sorcerer, oh, I just went right back in it again. My lightning spear sorcerer is probably my most powerful. But it depends on what it is. I should say that. My lightning spear sorcerer is great at T8s, Infernal Hordes, just great. Whereas this guy, I think, is really good at single target bossing. More than likely my spear sorcerer probably though is stronger than all of them. I really like my barbarian too. I have a whirlwind twister, a spin to win barbarian that is really freaking good. I really like playing him a lot. And then my barrage rogue. My barrage rogue isn't quite done yet. His masterworking still needs some work. Here we go. Looks like we got a couple druids in here, huh?
I'm not ready.
Boy, a really big lag right there. Yeah, what barb are you creating? What kind of barb? That new skill, which should be, what is going on? Really big lag. That new skill, which should be really cool. We came to D4 late, yeah. A lot of people came into it late. I don't blame them. The game was super expensive when it first released. Dust Devil Whirlwind, there you go. Mushaga, we are full right now. We are full. We are very full right now. Wow, huge lag. Look at this going on here. What the heck? Holy cow, I can't even click anything. Let me see, where's this lag coming from?
Fight hard, eh? Make the devils pay.
Big lag. There we go.
That cannot be salvaged.
Wow. Their server just went through a big, it's still kind of doing it, kind of choppy. I can see it on my end. I can check and I can see it's coming through them. Yeah, you had it on your side too. Yeah, it's on their server. It's just really choppy right now. Something's going on. People forget about how these bosses scale up when you're in a party. They don't realize that it's not 1, 2, 3 dead. You know, it's a little bit longer. Man, there's still this delay going on. Chain lightning sorcerer, awesome. I started my light spear sorcerer as a chain lightning sorcerer, and then probably like level 30 I decided I didn't like it. So I went to a lightning spear.
Forge awaits your return.
The only thing I didn't create this season was a necro, and it's probably my least favorite character class. So I have all the gear. I have all of the mythic gear to do the necro because I planned on doing it, but I left for a while during this season and went and played the new season of Path of Exile, King's March, and then I did Once Human, and then I did the First Descendants, and then I came back.
I'm not ready yet.
I did not go and do the last Epoch's new cycle. I did their first season, and I didn't really like their end game at all. Whoops. I didn't like their end game, so I decided I really didn't want to go back to it. Okay, the first season of Diablo, I think I did. My barbarian was the ancient hammer build, and it was literally one hit, Darrell was dead. Or, yeah, I want to say, was it Darrell or was it Varshan back then? Can't remember, but I just remember the boss fight was bang, it was gone. Which is why, you know, they've slowly been nerfing, and nerfing is the wrong word, but they've slowly been kind of changing up the barbarian, because he was so OP to begin with in this game. It was ridiculous.
I'm not ready.
Okay, there's the Doombringer. I can guarantee you that's what that's gonna be. Got a lot of those. Yeah. I'm going to do the Spiritborn myself. I'm going to probably, I'm either thinking the Centipede or the Jaguar. The Spiritborn has 4 different choices you can do. Centipede, Jaguar, Gorilla, or Eagle. I think the Centipede and the Jaguar look really, really cool. I mean, they looked really interesting to do. The Gorilla kind of reminded me of the Werebear, to be honest, and so did, although the skills are totally different, but, and so did the Eagle. Kind of reminded me of the Druid Raven stuff. And again, different, but kind of gave me that feel that I was like, okay, I'm going to stick with the Centipede and Jaguar. Jaguar definitely looks like it's melee. Oh, thank you for the raid, Jeannie. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But it should be very interesting come October 8th. I guarantee you the Spiritborn class is going to be beyond OP. I mean, it's just going to go crazy. Chumba, good to see you, Chumba. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You guys know I usually don't do weekend runs, but hey, Jeannie, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm doing good. I usually don't do weekend runs, but we are this weekend because we're getting so close to the end of the season. I want to make sure people are getting geared up here. Okay, I got you, Modest, but I don't have a spot. We are pretty full up, and honestly, I can't say how much longer I'm going to stream today. I normally don't do, yeah, it'll be, they'll OP the heck out of it too, to make sure that the Spiritborn is well known. I usually don't do streams on the weekend, guys. This is really for people that work during the week and they can't get in on my Mythic runs and help them get Mythics. And I know we've already gotten quite a few. I know Big Rig over there grabbed 4. He's no longer in the group. He made room for someone else. You're welcome, bro. You are welcome. Thank you, Salem. I appreciate that. So that game, that brand new game, Notorious Studios contacted me about. They wanted me to start streaming it. You know, they changed the date. They wanted me to start streaming it yesterday. Then they came back to me yesterday and they've asked me to start streaming it on the 4th. And on October 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, they will give me 10 Steam keys for viewers, followers. So I'm just waiting to get everything from them. I've already sent them my approval. There is a no NDA, so I can stream it and we can basically talk freely about what we feel about the game. And the game is pretty in-depth, more than I thought. So it should be really kind of cool, I think. Kind of set up your own fort. It's very, very World Warcrafty, I think, because the developers of Notorious Studios, they all came from World of Warcraft. So I think it should be a kind of a cool game, but they keep changing the date on me. I mean, it's alpha, so that's probably why. But yeah, Code, thank you, thank you, Cody, for the follow. What am I doing? We gotta go back. Try to at least get your sorcerer to 100. I'm gonna tell you right now, the quickest way to go through XP and the game I'm talking about hidden is called Legacy Steel and Sorcery. It's a new game by Notorious Studios. It's actually not even out yet. I mean, they want us to do the alpha at the beginning of October.
A warrior. How may I?
I'm sorry, Rio Vane. The fastest way to level up is go run Infernal Hordes and run them over and over. I know it's boring. Trust me, I know. But you're gonna watch your XP bar just jump. Just don't run them so high that you're dying all the time, because then it's counterproductive. You want to run them, even if it's only a 2. You know, but you want to run the highest one you can without dying, and I guarantee you're going to level so fast. I mean, it's amazing how fast your XP will fly. What's up, Miss Chippy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for the follow. And there's another Mythic. So I hope you guys are getting those. I don't need these. I hope you guys are getting what you need, because I'm literally just going to town and breaking them. Yeah, Legacy, actually, it's on, you can see their page right now on Steam. It's called Legacy Steel and Sorcery. They want me to preview it on October 4th, and for like 3 days. What was it? It was a Doombringer again. And they're going to give me 10 Steam keys for followers. Level 88. So at level 88, you should be able to at least go in and probably, you might want to just do a tier 2 or whatever lowest one there is. And you watch your XP bar. Watch your XP bar, Biovane. You're going to fly on XP with that. I'm telling you now. Quickest way to level in this game right now. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is when this Legacy, when they send me that game, I'm going to stream it for those at least 1 day, depending on how much in-depth there is to it. And then I would like to stream it until season 6, you know, the DLC, October 8th, but we'll see if that's going to work. Tier 2 hordes to 55, and then tier 3 to 70. Yeah, there you go, Rickus. That's exactly. But do whatever you can do, by the, you know, if you try to run a T3 and you're dying, you know, or tier 4, then just step back one tier and keep running them, and man, you're gonna level fast. And for most of these runs, because I'm not doing Andariel and I'm not doing Beast in the Ice. Basically, Riovane, you don't have to be a level 100. Now, if I was doing T7s or T8s, I would say, no, you got to be a 100. But for these runs, you can be a little lower level and still stay alive and get good gear. And if you die, you just make sure we res you so you don't have to pay the cost of repair. And you can still get the good gear. It's got to be a world tier 4. That's the most important thing. Did I just see another mythic drop from Grigori? He was dropping doubles a couple days ago. Maybe not. Maybe I did not. All right. So these runs are for you guys. 100% you guys.
Plenty worth keeping.
And if you just need help, well, the reason I do these, I use my mats is because I want you guys to pay it forward. I'm gearing you up. You guys then pay it forward with your mats. We do have a clan that does seem to help a lot of people. Looks like we have a new request. Let's do that. I'll get you upgraded once we're done here, but for now, at least you're in. But yeah, this is the clan, and they really will help a lot of people. All right, guess got the crest. Awesome. All right, you just came in the group and already got it. That's great news. I'm telling you, you don't have to be in the group for long to get what you need. And if you don't get what you need, you can go break it for a spark and go buy what you need. Yeah, the cross-platform play is a big thing. I wish like Ubisoft would do that to some of its games, like the Division and the Division 2. It would really have helped them a lot, but they kind of Ubisoft dropped the ball on that whole. What's up, Claudius? Good to see you. Good to see you. We are full up, Sadar. We are full. We are full. All right, here we go.
I'm not ready yet.
No, yeah, the pit is, yeah, absolutely not worth doing. I haven't gone to the pit once this entire season with all of my alts. Tyrell Might you want? That would be good. That would be good. It's been dropping a lot. Yeah, the pits just has no redeeming factor at all to go do, unless you just want it to say, hey, I ran a pit 137. Okay. I mean, that's the reason. But I haven't even visited the pit with not a single character of mine this season. The Infernal Hordes has made the pit kind of silly. But I mean, they're making some changes in season 6 to the pit that I think it's going to be worth doing again. Right now, it's just not. How do you masterwork? Oh gosh, that's a whole. Gotcha, Mrs. T. The way we do it, guys, here, let me repost this for everybody. Here's how we do it, okay? If you guys send a friend request to this, right? Let me put it over here for everybody on this. We got a lot of chat screens, people. And then what happens is I call out, we have an opening, and then once I say that, you right click on me and say request to join party, and that way we keep it moving pretty fast. What build is this? Here, I don't know if I still have it highlighted. Let's see. If I do. Whoa. Sorry guys, I was in chat. I apologize. There we go. Let me put it over here. That is the build that I use. I have a few differences, and one of the things I tell people all the time that people forget is when you get, for example, if you're wearing Tyrell's Might, you need to go back to your Paragon boards and you need to remove anything that is points towards resistance, because you're already over resisted. You're perfect if you're wearing Tyrell's Might. You need to go reclaim those points and put them towards something that's damage or critical strike or whatever you can put it to that's going to help your character. And the same is true as you masterwork. And I'm going to answer your question here about masterworking right now. The way you do masterworking is right here. Masterwork here. First, you have to temper them. I'm sorry. Then master them. And if it's like a mythic piece, you don't rend it. You don't temper it. If it's a unique piece, you don't temper it. So you'll put the piece in there. I can't do it because it's already been masterworked, and then you'll masterwork it. If that makes any sense. That's just a quick show of how to do it. So we do this Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. I run followers through so you can get mythics. I don't need anything. I run you through so you can pay it forward. You do not have to be a member of my clan at all. That's why I suggest you have me as a friended so you can see it when I come online. And then I call it out when we have an opening, and then usually during the week we move through people pretty fast because people have to leave to go to work, people have to leave to go to lunch, people have to, all these different things. So this weekend run, I've noticed we're not going through people as quickly. And I usually don't stream on the weekend, but I've been lately now, so I can hurry up and get you guys geared up before the season ends. Exactly. People do waste a lot of points on armor too, on armor in the Paragon port and life. It's like those are wasted points in my opinion. So on my build that I just sent you that, I do have some changes. First of all, I run Cataclysm. I do not run Petrify. Cataclysm allows me to mark vulnerable enemies. Petrify does, I don't know. I don't like Petrify. In my opinion, Petrify doesn't do squat for me. I am full Zadar. I am full. Here we go. I have necromancers. I've got necromancers in every season except for this season. It's probably my least favorite class, to be honest with you. Not a big fan of them, but it's the only one I didn't create this season. I did everything else but the necro, but normally I do them all. But I have all the mythic gear in my stash for a necro. Because I was gonna do a build, and then I decided, I'm not interested. Turtle, thank you for the follow. Angelic Blight, thank you for the follow. Victor, thank you for the follow. Derp Healer, thank you for the follow. I missed some of those, and I apologize for trying to not die here and make sure my people in my group don't die. That was a GA ring that we just broke. I break everything. I don't look at it all. That was your wife. Got you. Got you. Yeah, I don't look at anything anymore because I have all my alts, everything are geared, all running level, end level stuff. I don't look at it at all anymore. I just break it. The only thing I look at now is if it's a mythic with a GA. Then I'll actually stop and take a look. But honestly, it's just so close to the end of the season for me. I'm so bored with this game. This is the only enjoyment I'm getting right now is helping others. You know, it's gotten to be very, very boring for me. Riovane, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So we do this every day of the week at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then we're trying to do them now on the weekends to help more people. I think during the week, my runs have been getting less and less people because we've leveled everybody. Lightning source, I have a lightning source sorcerer, lightning spear sorcerer. He's pretty awesome. I will admit he is pretty easy to run. Probably the funnest character I have this season is my spin to win barbarian, my whirlwind twister barbarian. He is so freaking fun. I love playing him. He's a blast. Here we go, guys.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, these trips back to town are really... This is why I'm a barb lover. The barb is my favorite class, which is why I like this druid, because this druid, landslide druid, is kind of a up in your face, kind of almost like a tank, very similar to a barb. Cassie, you do not have to do that at all. Do not feel like that's necessary. I tell people all the time, stay in till you get what you want and you get what you need. And then when you do, you're good. Don't even sweat it. Because honestly, I'm not going to be streaming for much longer, guys. I'm not going to be going a long time today. I don't do weekend runs, and I have other things I have to get done on the weekend. So I want to just stay here until I run out of mats, and I'm getting pretty close to it now. I mean, if we look, you can see that my mats are like, we've only got a couple runs left, and then we're done. But I do this every week, every day, every day, you know, so, and we're going to be back on the weekend, and we might even try to come back again tonight. So that's why it's smart that you add me as a friend, so you can see or get notified, you know, follow me or something, because that way you get notified when I'm online. And it just makes it so much easier for you to jump in on these. We have geared so many people. In just the last 2 weeks, I can't even count how many people I've totally geared up. And I've watched those same people in my clan help other people get geared up. It's great. I love it. And you don't have to be a member of my clan. That's not prerequisite or anything. That clan is just there because that clan, those guys in that clan, those people, they help a lot of people.
I'm not ready yet.
They will help you and help you and help you. Let me check, because this might have been the last run, y'all. Let me just see what we got for mats, if I got any left here. Oh yeah, we still got enough for more. Never mind. We still got enough for at least 3 more runs. I'm gonna have to gotta take care of the dog. The wife is out doing a bunch of stuff today. I'm supposed to be doing some stuff outside. Instead, I'm in here playing this. All right. Yeah, so it's Made Biker Pound 1605. That's my battle net. That's how you'll find me in the game. Awesome, Baz. Awesome.
I must way to move.
I have really helped a lot of people get geared up. I mean, not only their main, but their alts even. I mean, because that's how many spots open up during the week. During the week, we just go through people like crazy and we get them all geared up. I've had people come in and get 8 mythics in one run, you know, in one time of running with me, which is awesome. Like I told you guys, there was one day that we ran, I think within 40 minutes, I had 6 mythics. Just myself, not even including the other people in the group. Some days it's super hot and some days not as bad, not as well, but we always seem to get everybody something. There was only one person, Lucid, who was the only person I never got gear for. I just couldn't get him anything, man. Just couldn't do it. So I gave him some stones as a, I'm so sorry, bro. And then like 2 days later, he got back to me and said, I used your stones. I used what I learned from you. I ran torments. I got everything I needed, all the mythic gear I needed. And I was like, awesome, bro. It's taking a lot longer than normal. That is because they scale up for a party of 4, so it's definitely, he's not doing any more damage per se. He's just hit points. He's got a lot more hit points. He can stand there and take a lot more hits than what he could normally. This is seasonal. Yeah, I'm seasonal. Yes. I'm not playing Throne and Liberty. The first time I heard about that game was today. Somebody else was talking about it. I don't know the game.
That got most of it.
I've kind of lately, as of late, it's been Path of Exile, Diablo, did some Last Epoch, got the Visage. Good job. Good job, CCast. That's why I told you don't leave. Now you understand. Stay and grab what you can. Break it for sparks if you don't need it. Get the gear you want. That's why I tell people, just hang tight and grab it all. Who are you missing? All right, I see your friend request, Real. Got it approved. There you go. Again, this is our clan. If anybody's interested, it's very, very active. Very, very active. So that is one place that you can come to and get help for sure. For sure, those people in that clan right there, they're going to help you. All right, here we go. This is our last run right here, guys. Last run right here. Here we go. I might come back online and go live tomorrow, even Sunday for you guys. So just like I said, it's best to follow me so you know. I try to post it in the clan stuff, but if you're not a member of the clan, it's hard for you to know unless you follow me. I do realize people need this stuff, so maybe do a PM one tonight. We'll see how things go. But I do realize people are on different times and all kinds of other stuff. So anyway, guys, that is it for me. I am done for the day. Only got 3, never got. Turtle, we're gonna get you some, bro. We'll get you some, Turtle Dad. Hang, hopefully you can. Are you available? You're probably work Monday through Friday, right? My guess is. So if you're not available Monday through Friday, look for me. I'll try to get maybe back on the line either tonight. It'll probably be closer to like. Okay, all right. So here's the thing. If you're available Monday through Friday, I go live every. Okay, got you, Turtle Dad. I'm live every day at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I will run people through this stuff. I will get you what you need. I promise. I work hard on making sure you guys get geared up. I'm also trying to do now weekend runs and some PM runs to really help people. You are welcome. You are welcome, everybody. So find me and join us and get yourself some mythics. We'll get them for you. I'm telling you, a lot of people drop today. Big Rig, he ran with me for, gosh, maybe an hour, maybe a little over an hour, and he walked away with at least 4 mythics. So it really does. It happens a lot, guys. You'll see how many you can get. please take care, be safe, and as always, be kind. We need some kindness, people.